So I wrote Selling Your Way In for 3 different groups of people. 1, someone who's not in sales yet and is considering that as a career. The second person I wrote the book for is someone who may be early in their sales career and, needs some advice, wants to make sure they're on the right path to getting to the top. And the third person I wrote the book for is someone who's been in sales for a little bit of time, but is really struggling to get to the top 10%. I wanted to make sure that they had a framework and a path to get there. The first person I wrote the book for, someone who may be considering a career in sales. I really give them a strong foundation. I want to make sure that their first sales job, just like their last sales job, is the right sales job for them. So I want to get them started off on the right foot. So I spend the first third of the book really helping them understand their potential sales superpowers and secret weapons. I want them to understand what those strengths are so that they can make a better decision about what that first sales role might look like, what the company might look like, what the product or service they might sell look like, and most importantly, who they should be working for as their first sales leader. The second person I wrote the book for is someone very early in their sales career. Perhaps they're an SDR at a software company currently, and they've taken their first job just to get their foot in the door. That's very typical of someone going into sales for the very first time. I want to make sure that their second job is the right experience in the right role, selling the right product or service in the right industry for the right company and the sales leader. And the third person I've written the book for is someone who's been in sales for a bit of time, but is just struggling to get to that top 10% of their peer group and their competitors. I want to give them some additional tools, some tips and tricks from top 10%ers that maybe they're not really aware of. I think normally people think about working harder or trying to be objection handling better or negotiating better, but the secret to getting to the top 10% really has nothing to do with that. My motto for those folks is the work to get to the top doesn't actually happen at work. It happens outside of work. Sales is a career where you should be able to make the kind of money that you want to make over time. I don't want people leaving $2 to $5 million on the table of lifetime income just because they've taken the wrong sales role, selling the wrong thing into the wrong industry for the wrong company. My goal here is to make sure that everyone who wants a career in sales can get to the top 10% so they can own their income and their life.